disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. None at all. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. Come at all. No disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. Where was the xenophobia when we were fighting with Ethiopia? Where were the bros when we exposed King and Leopold? Where were the vision for righteous when we fought for laws that made y'all migrants? Some grateful, some hateful, but all put up to our table and pulled out with a plate full. All put up to our table and pulled out with a plate full. No disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. No disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. Where was the xenophobia when we were fighting with Ethiopia? Where were the bros when we exposed King Leopold? Where were the visa for righteous when we fought for laws that made y'all migrants? Some grateful, some hateful, but all put up to our table and poured out with a plate full. All put up to our table and poured out with a plate full. No disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. No disrespect in my house, 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 in my house. Visitors should be thankful, or don't come at all. Come at all.
The African Day Parade, you don't see the Africans. You got the festival that be going on in Brooklyn, the band festival, the African festivals. Where's the Africans at? When we doing our rallies and our marches, where's the Africans at on your side? Talk to us really about that, man.
See, let me tell you something. We think slavery in America was something. Slavery in Africa is still in force. You talking about deaf, blind, and dumb. Don't confuse you because somebody got on some printed cloth that's printed in Holland or India that you're looking at an African cultural expression. That's not an African cultural expression. That cloth was printed in a European country and then sold to Africans. And they've accepted that as their cloth. You understand what I'm saying? Just that piece. Now, they do speak the language, but they know less about their history than you and I do. So you've got a deaf, blind, dumb, backwards person speaking an African language, coming from the African country, came here to be a parasite, eat on and play down, because these people are so punked out and scared of the white man that they feel because they're scared of the white man, they got to be against us.
You know? Explaining what Foundation of Black American is and tell them I'm both. Is explaining what Foundation of Black American is and tell them I'm both.
Our people, brother, or are we our own people now?
No, we got to understand two things. We have a race and then we have an ethnic place. Ethnically, we African Americans. Just like a guy from Africa, he can say he's African, but there's no country called African. He's either Nigerian, Ghanaian, Malian, or something. That's his ethnic nation.
There's no country called African. He's either Nigerian, Ghanaian, Malian, or something. That's his ethnic nation.
Racially, we are together, but
economically, we may well be enemies.
What's going on with you, brother? All this clout chasing you doing, putting FBA in the title, your last 15 videos have FBA in the titles. What's going on with you, brother Ankh, is you're jealous of unbiased sports. And here you is clout chasing, FBA Ron, unbiased sports, whatever you want to label this channel, is getting more views than you, and you've been around for fucking 50 years. And you're jealous about it. So you put an FBA in your title every 15 videos to clout chase. Stop, Unc. Let it go. You will never be a conscious community celebrity.
So, like, that's as far as I know, Bias was my guy, right? That's all I'm saying. You know.
Let me drop the link.
Because I was really an unbiased fan, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Is we live?
Yeah, we live right now. I had to call.
But yeah, but do understand that though, Brad. He's right. Like unbiased. You know, he's pretty well.
What's that money maker?
He does have a history of being solid though, bro. But do understand that though, Brad. He's right. Like unbiased. You know, he's pretty. He does have a history of being solid though, bro.
I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm not about to be more upset about you paying your money than you are. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna be like if you want to give somebody money? Okay, what am I gonna say about that?
All right, but
along with it for views. He's going along with it for views and for all these cash apps and stuff that he's getting. That's all he.
All right, JJ. Where the devil did you really get all this money? What? You heard what I said. All right.
Yeah. He had gained this following. See, I'm just all finding all this out like as of last night, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So this was yesterday. This was yesterday.
It was last night. Like,
if you look at all his views, you look at his views for his past streams. He's got a nice little following. But it's no scam.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices. Hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on by rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on by rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, how they done. Cash app, $sign on by his rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, how they done. Cash app, $sign on by his rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $sign, unbiased run. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $sign, unbiased run. Please don't, please support on it. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, $sign, unbiased run. Cash app, $sign, unbiased run. Cash app, $sign, unbiased run. I'm really real one of them ones, are they dumb? Thumbs up. Subscribe, cash app, $sign, unbiased run.
Yes, sir. What it do, family? You know, another late live. Whoever's up is up. You dig? No big deal. You see what I'm saying? All right. So Tariq did a video. I gotta find it, right? So let me just find the right video I'm looking for. Yeah, Tariq did. Again, we're gonna go over it. Because he said something there that was interesting. Okay. And I don't remember which one I watched. We gotta look through it. Fly, you dig? Now let's see.
That's some people who feel that way.
Oh, so you're clarifying that's not all foundational Black Americans.
Group, you know, which is not, and they know that.
Are you guys like intertwined with like the Sulan movement or like
Non-FBAs like that? Somebody must have said something. You know, somebody must have said something.
I mean,
so a specific ethnic group was like, oh, no, you're just lost Africans. And that's a political identity that people want us to have so that they can capitalize off of the achievements of foundational Black Americans. So again, we just got tired of parasitic relationships, and we said, okay, we're just going to recognize our lineage and have everybody respect that and give us the same respect we give other people. No, that makes sense?
That makes complete sense to me, actually.
Mm-hmm. Now, up in Seattle, now what do you do up there in Seattle, Miss Mimi?
Currently, I work for a nonprofit, but I'm also a Cameron.
Oh, okay.
You're a tether from
you a wannabe Spaniard. You ain't Spanish. You ain't flags in countries that ain't got
no conversation. Washington D.C. and go to the African American Museum earlier. Earlier, like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then that was something you said that was very interesting, like about foundational Black Americans and other people. Obviously,
because we'll slice their asses. I wish they would say some shit like that. We go relax. Yeah, because we've this is our home, so we don't have to do all that extra shit.
Yeah.
You know, we are foundational Black Americans, so we can just work, chill, and enjoy life. Everything is not a rat race struggle all the time for just the basics for us. And I think a lot of these people are resentful because we ain't got to get up at 6 in the morning and go make sure that the green card is still valid. Or we ain't got to make sure the paperwork is right so we don't get deported and all that. So I think there's a lot of resentment. So they'll be, oh, they're lazy. I have to go. I got 3 jobs and I have to work hard. No, we ain't doing all that. We got one job, and then after work we go kick back and relax and chill and have a beer. That's what we do, you know. So
and I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I seen some of the hidden colors, and I'm a history guy. I like history and like whatever it is, especially like African American history, whatever it is. Are you like done with the Hidden Colors series completely? Like you don't plan on making it anymore?
No. We're working on another one right now.
Perfect.
Flex days, like we've been,
It's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Rhea.
Yeah.
Raya.
See you. Yeah, they're very nice sisters. Very nice sisters.
I'm looking for something in
Renegade,
particular.
Run a Fade.
So I'm not really like but my family is like Arkansas.
All right. So now this chick right here was hilarious. This chick was she came off as FBA, but as she talked more, she most likely was probably Somalian or one of those East African, peoples.
My dad is Mississippi. My mom is Arkansas.
Oh, okay. No, injera bread and
They're like, oh, you're a tether. I asked them what is a tether, right?
Okay, stop it. When you gotta ask what a tether is, you're 100% on FBA, especially being in our spaces. And you gotta ask what that is. That is. I 100% will go with you're not FBA.
Right. And they told me that it is. They said they won't tell me. I just have to learn them.
immigrant groups as a collective, they all got some little weird shit about us.
Let me fast forward this
But
tether. This fake cosplaying tether. And yeah, by the way, she looked manly as hell. Okay, she looked half decent, but she looked like she's definitely with the colored flag. You did 100%. Like she looked like she's definitely a stud, a stud who's pretending to be femme to trick somebody into impregnate her. Like that's how she looked.
Okay. Okay, she left. I don't know what happened. All right. I don't know what happened. She left. I didn't get her out. Something happened to her thing. Yeah, just stand on business. Yeah, she's there all skinny. Yeah, I don't know. She just disappeared. I don't know what happened. But yeah, lady, don't sit here skinning and grinning and you've been saying little slick shit. Yeah? Yeah, and I don't want to hear, when people start talking about, the FBAs must be this, because I talked to somebody on TikTok and they had told me I'm a tether. No. A lineage is defined by genealogy and history, not by what some random individuals are saying on damn TikTok. What makes somebody a foundational Black American is documented ancestry, a lineage going back to the beginning of this country, cultural and historic formation.
All right, so family, you as you see right here, this is this is the dog guy, the drugs and withdrawal, right? Drug addiction, withdrawal. All right, this is him right here. So he's going back and forth. So look what he put. Like he's trying to prove something to me. He said we were being highlighted on the news, which hit so many more people in the city and state where we do real work. Stop. They say that bullshit. I'm glad that you feel you've made it to the big time over there on your station. Everything seemed to be about YouTube numbers to you, not real quality work. They could never demonstrate real quality work, by the way. They just say it. Him, Ancient Mama, Dr. Maya, all of them. They just say we're doing the work, even Umar. And we'd be like, what is the work, bro? Fucking half finished, failed school? That's not work. Like, what did you accomplish? Did you accomplish a goal set in your mind? I know I did with my channel. You dig? I accomplished a goal on my channel. As a matter of fact, I superseded that goal. So when I created FBA News and Updates, so for you, dog, drug addiction and withdrawal, did you accomplish a goal you set out? And we want to know more about it. Because I can clearly demonstrate mine. But he says, I must be bothering you as for some reason you keep popping up over here. No, you're not bothering me, boy. I'm trying to get your ass to come over here so I can cook your ass. Okay, so I said, I just reacted to your FBA ideology video. Are you willing to answer the questions coming from that video? Okay, that bitch is a friendly challenge, my guy. You're a doctor, right? Aren't you educated? I'm not I don't have a doctorate degree. I got a high school diploma, so you should feel comfortable and confident talking to me, right? What you say you debate your peers, other you teach. Well, I'm not. I guess I'm not your peer, right? I'm not your peer, but you can appear over here. So let's get back. So I want you to know that, family, I engage with these dogs. I don't be running my mouth and just,
I'm good. Now you in the UK?
Trying to make something of myself. I really, really try to get these dogs over here. They reject it. I try to get all their big shots. Kendrick Lamar, big shot, hit them with the. I try to get all their big shots over here, and they refuse to come over here. But they'll join other folks in this space that's not really relevant. Views ain't there, but a strong voice like mine, they reject coming over here. Big, but yeah, as you can see, man, I be going for the top dogs, the top chiefs, not no revenues or tether dreams. You dig? I go for the top elders, right? So I just want to make that transparent. It ain't me, it's them.
Nation here in the United States. We built America. If you come from a lineage that built the United States, that makes you a foundational Black American.
No, bro.
That's it. Foundational Black American identity is not shaped by personal theories, some YouTube video somebody watched, some fringe conversation, somebody misinterpreting history.
Okay, I think this is
none of that. It's not an idea.
This might be the video I wanted you to listen to.
Ideology. So when you call up talking about somebody said this, they think that. Somebody thinks this. So what? It doesn't change their lineage. All right? Lineage is lineage. No matter what your ideology is. All right? See, the thing is another thing too. Some people say, well, some FBA say this or some FBA say that. To me, I think that's a projection tactic to avoid addressing the main narrative. See, a lot of people, you can't really refute the core talking points or the core realities of being a foundational Black American. Number one.
And the core talking points are reparations, self-identifications, which is also self-representation, and delineation. They can't refute that, so they'll go to rabbit holes. Well, like side arguments. Like, dude, so you don't want to talk about our core talking points? You're a coward.
FBA, we are a distinct ethnic group. That is a fact. Let's just deal with the nitty-gritty. Foundational Black Americans is a distinct ethnic group. There's no argument about that. Foundational Black Americans built the United States. There is no argument about that.
Period.
Foundational Black Americans have a constitutional relationship to this country. There's no argument about that. Foundational Black Americans quantify for reparations in a way that immigrants do not. All right?
All facts.
So then they want to pivot to these fringe claims so they can change the subject.
Right.
So the tactic to me, man,
as you can see, Revenue does that. He does that all the time. Tether Dream, come over here. He's worse than anybody. Tether Dream, he actually called them when I was talking to that Caribbean woman. Tether Dream called in the clout chase. Yo, they always, that's why I let them on. Like, dude, now you call in when you're by yourself. Don't wait for a Caribbean Jim to hop on and you want to try to impress her. No. Tether Dream, call in now. Anybody here yet? Matter of fact, you put that link in the chat. And family. Now, what I don't do to Revenue, which I can do, I could hold him to what he said last time. I could hold him to what he said 3 months, 4 months, 1 year ago and cook him. But I allow Revenue to just come over here and start all over again. Like, that's how confident I am and cocky I am standing on business, FBA business. You dig? FBAisms, what I call it. I'm that cocky and confident where I allow him to start over with a new argument. I don't even bring up the times I cooked the shit out of him and where he was clearly wrong. I don't bring up no pastor. I allow revenue to start over every time he call in. Like, dude, what you want to talk about, bro? There's nothing you can say that got, you do. I'm trying to keep it light, but revenue, you can't F with me. None of y'all can. That's the link. The link is for non-FBA right now. All right, peace to the family. The link is for anybody who are non-FBAs or have a problem or concern or question about our talking points. Anything I said and anything Tariq Nasheed said, I'll defend that too. Jason Black, anybody FBA says something. If they're FBA, they said something, I'm defending all FBA claims. Click the link. I'm that bold. You dig?
To take the most extreme or fringe opinion from one person and try to smear the entire lineage. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta start cooking on revenue.
Yeah, no other group is expected to police the opinions of millions of its people. There's 43 million plus foundational Black Americans. It is impossible, ladies and
But family, I'm so bored and I'm so desperate for a challenge. I'll defend 43 million viewpoints if they acknowledge themselves as FBA. If they acknowledge themselves as FBA, I would defend anybody viewpoint right now. I'm so desperate for these guys are so afraid to challenge me that I gotta make myself vulnerable. Hey, I'm willing to just defend anybody's talking point that represents the lineage. You feel me? Okay. So I'm that desperate for a challenge. Like these guys be dodging this channel. They try. Cook every last one of them. Cook Unc and all the pseudo killers. Cook other brother Reggie, R.I.P. him. We did just name them. Got them out of here. Tethers, Pan-Africans that pulled up the proper perspective, whatever that means. He came over here, died right away. You dig? So now everybody, I guess, got the memo. So now I gotta make myself vulnerable and say, man, I'm willing to defend anybody talking point that represents the lineage. Fuck it. Just give me a challenge, man. I'm bored, bro. Yeah, I'm like
ridiculous.
I'm like the FBA Johnny Cocker right now. I'm willing to defend all of us. Give me a talking point we said, I don't get what they said, I'll defend it. I'll cook any tether, any Pan-African, any person who doubts our position. You know what I mean? Anybody.
To expect every person to have the same historical interpretation, to express themselves the same way, to know the same information, to even articulate the lineage the same way. All right? There's 43 million plus foundational.
Yeah, I was so glad that Tariq is addressing this, but I hope he addressed the other thing. I hope it's this video. He said something. I'm so glad he said it.
Black Americans. So some people are going to have different thought patterns, different comprehension patterns. It's just, we're not a damn group. Some people are going to react to you more hostile than others. Some people are going
I'm hearing Peace Afro-Elite. If he's in the building, the brother can take the link, chop it up. We're FBA, you dig? We in the same fight, we're in the same side. You dig? So this channel is FBA News and Updates, but it's, you know what I mean, it's a debunk, defend channel. I cook tethers and Pan-Africans on a regular basis. None of them, no matter who they, whatever name they come under, if they came over here, no Pan-African, no tether ever left here looking like they're smart. Every last one of them, you guys looked at differently, like less intelligent when they left this channel. None of them know more history about Pan-Africanism than me. That's a bold challenge, and they don't accept that challenge. Like I try to be myself vulnerable. I say Black Americans, FBAs, ADOS, we're the only Black people ever in the history of the world. I make myself vulnerable to these wide open challenges. People try me, they get cooked, but I got to do that. I got to say something shocking, something that sounds like it's wrong, just to get somebody to click the link. Like I'm that respected in this field of information that I got to make broad, shocking claims to get somebody to click the link. So fuck it, I'll just make some bold, shocking claim. All right. So now I'm going to defend anybody that say the FBA, if they have an idea Call in, Tethers and Pan-Africans and whoever is against us. Call in, and I'll defend all those claims. Like I'm the Johnny Cochran of FBA, of FBA talking points.
Want to be more hospitable to you.
Hold me responsible.
We're not responsible for that. All right? Come on now. Yeah, like if a Jamaican person does something wild, the Jamaicans need to get their Jamaican. Yeah, you don't make all them responsible for that. Yeah. So somebody misinterpreting history, that has nothing to do with the fact that foundational Black American is a lineage that's documented. All right. Even if a handful of foundational Black Americans told you, well, I think we were the first Native Americans,
Here we
or
go.
I feel like I'm
This
a
is
Native
it.
American, now whatever.
All right, I got it. So I'm so glad he's addressing this because so many Pan-Africans that called in here that I cook. Those fake pseudo killers, they all got embarrassed over here. They all were my sons, even their leader. Their leader, Unc, denied that Africans were largely responsible for the African slave trade. It's called the African slave trade, my guy. You might want to consider that. He said the Dutch, the Portuguese. So even their leader came over here looking dumber than, prior. Y'all not ready for these conversations. Like y'all little enclaves, y'all little bat cave conversation, y'all little fake tether at Pan-African think tanks. We gotta come up with stupid ass ideas. And Corey dropped the ball. He said Chef be representing our talking points to like gaslight or be an advocate, play devil's advocate to get them to like come with rebuttals. Don't work, bro. Y'all come over here, you dig? You got a plan. Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I am that fist. I am that fist of fury. All of y'all plans go out the door when I punch you in the mouth. Okay, when you come over here figuratively, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth educationally, intellectually. All that shit y'all be coming up with, think y'all got rebuttals, that goes down a drain. And I proved it to today. Today, I played that live today. That shit got like almost 4,000 views, family. Those were pre-recordings, by the way. That dude, Chef, he came here twice and Corey came already. Those were pre-recordings. I still got, my pre-recording still got more views than all their lives like combined and shit. Like almost 4,000 views on that. But y'all can see that they came on here and they look totally different, right, than they do on their podcast. On their podcast, they're a scholar, they're smart, they got doctorate degrees, they got peer-reviewed articles. When they come over here, they don't know shit. They can't answer no questions, that they become yes men. You dig? Afraid to like challenge what I'm saying. Don't know shit about nothing, but they want to be in the space saying something. So now what Tariq is saying, I'm glad he's putting this on Front Street. There's some people that argue certain things that are FBA. That has nothing to do with your lineage. That's a personal stance that people are taking. If you believe you were already here, never on a slave ship, that's a personal stance. And that ain't the end all be all. If you believe you came on slave ships and you were not here before the slave ships, that's a personal stance. That's not the end all be all. None of those stances make you FBA. What make you FBA, you have to first prove and acknowledge and admit that you got U.S. chattel slavery experience. If that ain't your story, whether you came on slave ships or already been here, you're not FBA. I make that very clear. So if you say you never experienced U.S. chattel slavery, you're not FBA, you're tethered, all right, to the country, right? Period. So I don't care what you say, how you got here, you better say you experienced U.S. chattel slavery or you're on the outside looking in. All right, period. So your origin story, how you got here doesn't matter. It's about your experience story. So let's make this, imprint this in your brain. It's not your origin story, it's your experience story. Did you experience U.S. chattel slavery? If the answer is yes, FBA. If it's no, get up out of here. Get on the sideline and watch us do this, okay? Watch us be great and cheerlead.
Our.
for them. You know? So somebody misinterpreting history, that has nothing to do with the fact that foundational Black American is a lineage that's documented. All right? Even if a handful of foundational Black Americans told you, well, I think we were the first Native Americans, or I feel like I'm a Native American, now whatever.
Okay, so before I play more, family, get the like button up, okay? Because I'm going to play Franck Zanu. This is part one of the retiring him. I retired the guy dog, DAW. I think somebody told me the acronym stands for drug addiction withdrawal. I don't know. I'm not confirming it. This was just told to me. Allegedly, all right? It stands for drug addiction withdrawal. He can speak for himself. I invited him over here to represent himself. Okay, so he either take that or not. If not, then I gotta go with what I heard, what it stands for. Right. But this is part one on retiring Frank Zanu, all of his arguments and talking points about he never like his tribe never enslaved us, and they got nothing to do with it. And also we don't have culture. This is part one. We're gonna retire him in his arguments. Again, when I do a reaction on what somebody said, it's usually RIP. Like there's no comeback.
Even if a handful of foundational Black Americans told you, well, I think we were the first Native Americans, or I feel like I'm a Native American, now whatever. Our lineage is still our lineage. All right. None of that stuff. Nobody's ideology deletes plantation archives, Freedmen Bureau records, the 1700 census pages. None of that stuff gets deleted. Our paperwork is still there. Our lineage is still there.
Right. And I put it in more plain, simple terms. Did you experience U.S. chattel slavery? Yes or no? Okay. That's where the conversation starts. That's not where it ends. This is why Drake ain't FBA, because it doesn't end there. It starts there. This is why Liberians are not FBA, because it starts there. It doesn't end there. Continuity. You got to continue this through the cycle. Okay, you got to experience Jim Crow to the full effect. We'll get into that later, the requirements. And that's why I'm trying to have a conversation with the ancestors. I'll wait for her time to free up. We could revisit that. But I don't think that's something that people should want to challenge, right? Because I'm not freestyling. You dig? I'm not winging it. I'm not doing today research. This is something I already got. Well, I don't need to go nothing. I got it on deck, right? So I warn everybody, do not try to freestyle debate me. Do not try to wing research stuff on the fly debate me. It's not going to end well for you. If you want to be respectful and take as much time as I took to learn this shit and comprehend it correctly, where it can be a good dialogue. I'm telling you, if you come on this panel winging it, researching for the first time, it won't go well and never go well for anybody. All right? Because not only am I a great researcher, I comprehend what I read and I remember it.
All right. Man, who's talking here?
Wait, so let me and I got to clip that, by the way. I'm going to clip that part from the Big Brother took the sheet. So we got Alonzo Dunn, $10 super chat. Some Lenny's love. He's gonna pop it off, right? So hopefully he's not the only super chat. Hopefully folks can appreciate the effort, the consistency by myself research. Where I'm deconstructing people arguments, making them look like shit. Hopefully that's of value to certain people. Like the video. We don't even have 100. We got 100 people in here with 66 likes. So I already know. I'm not even doing value my own lineage. So at least like the video, get the likes up to the live viewership. And if you want to do more, the super chat and then the cash app. But he says, been watching for a minute. From 1961, Georgia, Jim Crow went to segregated schools until 1970 and met relatives born in the 1800s. Damn. Was 28 years old when I heard of African American I got slave records. See, we need people like Alonzo on here. You dig? And I was speaking to my aunt Joanne yesterday. She got like 70, 80, and she was talking about her grandmother. And I forgot to tell her. Damn. So I I'm gonna plan somehow either a recorded interview or I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna she's older. I want to get it now before she transitioned. But I want to ask her all these questions genuinely. Okay. Ask about her because she, like I said, she about 70, 80, and she said something on Christmas about her grandmother. I'm like, well, damn, if you 80, that means your mom got to at least be, if she was alive, your mom got at least be 100 and something, 110 or 100. That means your grandmother that you recall knowing, she damn near 120 if she was alive, 130, 140. So you definitely got some jewels that we take for granted. So anybody who has access to their mother and their grandmother, or at least their mother or aunt that recalls their mother and grandmother, this is the perfect time to set up a recorder and ask them questions about African American, Black, all this stuff, color, and then email that shit to me. You dig? Let's document our our lineage. Let's not let them transition in vain. Like I wish I could have asked my grandfather before he passed, or grandmother before he passed, this type of stuff. But I wasn't in his mind frame. You dig? So don't be like me and regret it. Like if they're alive, get it down from them and document it, record that shit and bring it to me and let me publish it. Okay, so let me check the views right now. The live views, it should be somewhere near 120. We got a high expectation. Okay, we're at 78. This is embarrassing. We're like 40 something views away. Now we know that a lot of Pan-African booty scratchers watch me in the shadows. Not a lot of them, but they got like this channel is kryptonite to those folks. They hate hearing the truth, but they won't click that link though. That link is like kryptonite to a tether and Pan-African. They don't click that link. All right, and it's there. It's there. And y'all for sure should know that they all come on. They click that link, they will be on here. I've never had somebody say, "Yo, I was in that waiting room and nobody let me in." That don't you are cat shit crazy. You dig? I look for opposition. So nobody's clicking that link for sure, for shit sure. So let the big brother finish, and we're going to cook on Franck Zanu feather ass.
All right. Let me see. Come on, y'all raise your hands. Who is this? Stamp? Let's get Stamp in here. Stamp, hop on in.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Stamp. How are you?
Good, brother. I was wondering, how did FBA's build America?
Okay, this is Heather. Hold on. So, easy ass question for us. So, Berber Babe Rodriguez said, "My great grandparents were 10 years old when they were free upon the Emancipation Proclamation, 1862, 1865. They lived until the 40s and 1950s. All right, so they're aware of my guy, A. Philip Randolph. Many freedmen descendants have same lineage line. Thanks. Tethers are musty people. That's a factual statement. I try to ask my 85-year-old aunt that stayed with me, but all she does tell me that white people stink. That white people stink. And that we are not stinky Africans. At first, this was funny to me, but now I'm trying to get information right. Keep trying. And like, sometimes it's on you because they might not take you serious because maybe you're joking all the time, but you gotta let her know, like, listen, I'm not joking, auntie. I'm dead ass, and I'm not gonna back up off this. I need to know this. This gotta be documented for your future, your generation, your lineage. You gotta let her know that, like, I'm dead ass. Okay. I'm really interested in her opinion and what you gotta say with the word African American, right? Has she ever called herself that? What was the first time she ever heard that goddamn musty name and shit like that? And what did she call herself growing up? I know she called herself colored and Negro, but we want to know, when did she call herself black, if she could recall? Was it a high school, middle school? Was it elementary school? Was it after she graduated high school? Was it college? Was it after college? Like, those are the questions you want to ask them. We want to know about African American, color, Negro. We want to know about black, and she calls herself black. We want to know about how does she view immigrants from the continent that came here, and Afro-Caribbeans. Now, when they came over here, a lot of them was feral, right? So a lot of them were like riders. It's their descendants or tethers, right? So we got Alon, but he's back in the super chat. For the first super chat, he was $10. Like, so now he's back in with $10 more. Thank you very much. This is Lineage Love. He says, my birth certificate lists me as colored. My mom and dad was colored. Mom's dad was colored, born in 1910. 1965, her mom born 1910. 2008, 98. Mom's dad was listed as mulatto. His mom born in 1820, slave. Dang. Yeah, look, I already know Texas are musty people. I already know. You see how I can like pretty much put that together? That's why she joking back with you. So you got to establish a seriousness with it. I know that because I'm a jokester. I'm known as goofy growing up. Not no more. I mean, I'm still that, but I'm not seen as that anymore. Because it was a hard pivot to make them like, now respect me as an intellectual, even though I joke and clown, but I'm not known as a jokester and clowning guy anymore. I'm like known as somebody take serious. So yes, I would say establish a serious conversation with her, a serious history with her, be consistent, no jokes, and then or slip one in, but don't do it often. And she would definitely see you as somebody serious, and then she will open herself up to you. Okay. Most black people refer to themselves as called color. Yeah, 1890, 1970. But I like it when you guys can document, record it, and hear it from their mouths. Right? I think that's dope. Must be dirty foot booty scratcher. Yeah, exactly. And that link is there. That link is not invisible. They will not click that damn link. They'll watch in the shadows, dick ride me, wish they could have my type of view and love. It ain't happening, bro. Y'all not genuine. You're not transparent. Y'all don't fully disclose anything. Like, people see y'all fake. That's why they don't click that link. They don't view your channel. You don't get no support, no likes. You gotta beg for likes. Speaking of likes, let me see where my likes are. 132 people listening. We should have at least 130 likes. The likes are worse now. We're like 50. We're 40 behind. Now we're 50 behind. So I need folks to actually click the like button. Okay. So I could cook on Frank Zanu a little bit. But you gotta click the like button. We're like 50 likes away. That's ridiculous.
What do you mean how we built America?
How did you build America?
How do you think?
I was just wondering, because from my research, you didn't build anything.
But from my research, you have an accent. What part of the Middle East are you from?
I'm trolling, bro. It's me, Tariq. It's Austin, bro. How you doing?
There you go. There you go. All right.
How you doing,
Let me
sir?
get some more people. I'm good. I don't want to hear troll shit. You got to get on camera, Austin. You got to get on camera. Austin, you know the rules. You got to get on camera, Austin. All right. You got to get on camera. You know the rules, Austin.
All right. So I want y'all to hear it. Now give me a chance to clip that point you made about the Apple, the Native American thing. I got to clip that.
Cultural and historic formation here in the States. Some YouTube videos. No matter what your ideology is. All right. See, the thing is another thing too. Some people say, well, some FBA say this or some FBA say that. To me, I think that's a projection tactic to avoid addressing the main narrative. See, a lot of people, you can't really refute the core talking points or the core realities of being a foundational Black American. Number one, FBA, we are a distinct ethnic group. That is a fact. Good about that. Relationship to this country. So then they want to pivot to the tactic. To me, man, is to take the most extreme
Here we go. He said it.
opinion from one person and claim so they can change the subject. So the tactic to me, man, is to take the most extreme or fringe opinion from one person and try to smear.
And that's what that fake doctor was doing, the DAW guy, the drug addiction withdrawal guy. He was doing that. He was taking the most extreme stuff he heard and read from the internet and was plastering that on all FBAs as that's our representative. That's our universal talking point. That is a tether position, man. That's an op tether position.
The entire lineage. Yeah. Yeah, no other group is expected to police the opinions of millions of its people.
Right.
There's 43 million plus
They all
foundational
do
Black
this,
Americans. It is impossible, ladies and gentlemen, and ridiculous to expect every person to have the same historical interpretation, to express themselves the same way, to know the same information, to even articulate the lineage the same way. All right? There's 43 million plus foundational, different comprehension. Some people are going to react to you more, not responsible for. The Jamaicans need to get their Jamaican. Yeah. So somebody misinterpreting history, that has nothing to do with the fact that foundational Black American is a lineage that's documented. All right? Even if a handful of foundational Black Americans told you, well, I think we
this is where I want to do right now.
Were the first Native Americans, or I feel like I'm a Native American, told you, well, I think we were a handful of foundational Black Americans. A handful of foundation.
I want to clip this part.
Right? The fact that foundational Black American history, that has nothing misinterpreting history. So somebody misinterpreting history, that has nothing to do with the fact that foundational Black American is a lineage that's documented. All right? Even if a handful of foundational Black Americans told you, well, I think we were the first Native Americans, or I feel like I'm a Native American, now whatever. Our lineage is still our lineage. All right? None of that stuff, nobody's ideology deletes plantation archives, Freedmen Bureau records.
Right. Are you haters listening?
1700 census pages.
God, mad as hell he addressed this.
None of that stuff gets deleted. Our paperwork is still there. Our lineage is still there. All right? Man. All right? So somebody misinterpreting were the first Native Americans, or I feel like I'm a Native American, now whatever.
So now I got it. I wanted to clip that because they try to use that. Chad Smith, he in there in the super chat with the lineage love, he says, my wife is Dominican. When I got around her family, she would say I'm African American. I would kindly correct them and say I'm Black American. Right. Big difference. Saying you're African American, that ain't really saying shit. That's saying that you're part of the broad. Right? You're not part of the narrow. You're not invited. You're not included. You're actually excluded when you use that terminology. Tether or Musty, she said, I just told my aunt I wanted to have a serious talk with her in the morning about our lineage, and she said, okay. She said, we're Black natives, and she would show me some pictures. Now, I need you to record that, though. Like, I want to hear that exchange, because Tethers and Pan-Africans will act like that didn't exist. They'll call it, I made it up type shit. So you can record that. That'd be great. And if all y'all can do that, that's great. Document those exchanges. Like, 'cause we are all FBA journalists, whether you like it or not. You're a journalist for the lineage. So start questioning your relatives, friends, neighbors, whoever. If you're somebody you meet at the coffee store that you drink coffee with. If they older, you want to ask. They don't got to be a relative. We need these stories. We need their accounts to survive. Don't let them transition and be buried, and their account is buried with them. Like, come on, man. Like, this is precious uh, information that we need to have documented, but we want it from their words. Right? It's better if it comes from them, not from us saying, "Well, my aunt said so and so." It's better to get the primary, like their aunt saying it, your grandmother, your mother, or whoever's saying it. You dig? All right, so now let's get wait. Where the view? Where the lights at? I will not play my rebuttal against Frank about the lights where they should be at. Yeah, come on now. We're 50 lights away. All right, so let me just filibuster a little longer until you guys actually like the video. I'm gonna filibuster a little more. Okay. Yeah. So you guys want to, right? I encourage you guys. You got some friends of the family, relatives, strangers you know that's older. You want. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I know a woman 97 years old. Okay, I need to, and I think she's like I think she did something with African studies, whatever. So I'm gonna try to arrange something with her tomorrow. She's 97 years old, so I probably got one up on all y'all. Are you Pan-Africans mad to have access to a 97-year-old? And I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna try to arrange something tomorrow. Will I ask her all these questions? I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna get her name. You dig? And guess what? I think she has a doc. I know she's educated, college educated, but I'm not sure if she's a doctorate or got a master's, but she's somewhere high like that. So, but I know she was an educator in college, right? So she might have a doctorate degree. I'm gonna find out tomorrow. So y'all gonna be mad as hell on that. Let me look at the lights so I can cook on Frank. What's this right? Okay, that's the Frank shit right here. And I want to cook on it. Y'all won't let me cook on. I'm trying to cook on Frank, but y'all won't like the videos. I can do it. He right there.
Our history,
Oh,
our traditions, and that leaves a
no,
man like a
don't.
tree with no roots.
Frank, relax.
And he hit.
Frank, relax. They didn't like the video, so there's no need. Here is my TikTok handle. I need y'all to, if you have a TikTok account, it's imperative that you follow me so I can have one. I'm like 811 followers away from going live on TikTok and cooking tethers on a regular basis. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so we got a lot of work here. But let's start with liking the video. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're still some likes away. Let me read some more. Alonzo said this got real down here. I saw my great uncle Gus, born 1996, tell the white folks that nothing is going to happen to none of us, and that with scared ninjas already going north, I saw real men. Some of us on our birth certificate say Negro American. Wow. My ex-Haitian Biden parole girlfriend family called me Black American. Interesting. Okay, well, she said she got paperwork too, and she was service in some of the plantation. Yeah, so they want to tell their stories. Like they might be like they might, listen, they might be upset that we won't even inquire. You did? All right. Let me see what I got. Let me see what video I can play until we get the damn lights up, man. The lights gotta get up before I get on frames. I want it to like be seen and respected. So hold on. Let me see if I can play a video in between, and y'all can like the video and know I'm serious. I want you guys to really like the video. Okay, so what video I did? I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. That. Where is the video? Look.
The interstates change.
Oh. Yeah, what the hell Sad Shooting said he'd been up to? Back it up. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to definitely like the like the video. Now I'll play me cooking this guy right here.
You the answer to me is how Caribbean culture isn't degenerative, but Black American culture is. You told me that white Americans' proximity to Black Americans has had a cultural influential impact on Black Americans, which has pervaded us to the point it's made us degenerative. And then Black American culture, hold on, let me stop. I'm not agreeing to you. Then you said Black American, I'm not agreeing to you. Then you said, Shambe, let me finish saying what I'm saying for the record. Let me finish what I'm saying for the record, right? Then you said that Black American culture is now being transmitted to the rest of the world and spreading the degeneracy that was spread to it. So I asked you, Shambe, how is Caribbean culture non-degenerative, but Black American culture is degenerative? And you had explained to me what I just aforementioned. And then I asked you, Shambe, then I told you, Shambe, this is why the FBA delineation has come into fruition, because you're supplanting or putting Caribbean and African culture above Black American culture. And I have yet to show you the degeneracy in mass in the Caribbean culture, and I haven't even gone into the African culture's degeneracy, which is above Black American culture degeneracy. So now, again, I'll reinstate my question to you, Shambe. Explain to me how Caribbean culture is not degenerative, but Black American culture is degenerative. Through examples, explain to me how Caribbean culture is not degenerative, but Black American culture is degenerative. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. I just want the explanation.
Okay, so I let you talk and I didn't cut you off.
1 minute. I'm not gonna say anything, Shambe. Go ahead.
You just I don't want to talk. Yeah, I don't want to talk. So let me put this on the record. Let me
put this on the record. Shit? Is this not bitch shit?
Oh my God.
Is this not bitch shit? I don't want to talk to you while I'm on the phone with you. Is this not bitch shit? I have to. I have to. This is what you want me to massage your ego and assist you in controlling your emotions in order for you to respond like a man, Shambe. That's not manly, bro.
Okay,
men
so
don't do that, Shambe.
Let me say this to you, right?
When a man asks another man a question, he just wants the answer to that question. Can I get a direct answer to the question of how Caribbean culture is not degenerative, but how Black American culture is degenerative?
Okay,
Can I just get the answer to that question?
Let me say this to you, right? What I'm saying to you,
60 seconds. I'm not saying anything. Go ahead, my brother.
All right. So you said you was going to say this. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say to you for 60 seconds, right? Let me show you what a man does. You getting loud, you getting belligerent, you cutting me off. I'm calm. I'm being very monotone. I'm keeping my composure as a man, as a grown man. You keep saying this not what a man do, is bitch shit, while you're yelling, you're getting loud. You're cutting me off. You're not allowing me to talk until right now. And that's what I'm gonna yield my time to show you, since you recording this, that you, young grasshopper, are the complete version of the male that doesn't have any control of his emotions. Because at the end of the day, as a man is not going to let you control his answers and how he answers. That's what bitches do. So you keep saying, oh, this bitch shit. No, that's what you doing. You trying to control how I answer, what I say, what I don't say. That's why I'm saying I'm not going to talk to you, because as a man yields his power. So I respect your power as a man, but you definitely going to respect my power as a man. So you're not going to tell me how you are going to dictate how I answer and what I answer. And I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to just answer it like this because you said so. That's not what men do. So when I don't talk to you, it's not because I'm doing bitch shit. It's because I'm doing man shit. And men don't let nobody dictate how they're going to go about being a man. And that's the reason why I'm saying, if you continue in this fashion, if you continue to cut me off, if you continue to be belligerent, I don't care what you say. I don't care about insults and I'm more intelligent. None of that bothers me, because I know myself and I know the greatness of myself. So none of that even bothers me. But we can't have a conversation if you're going to cut me off and tell me, I just want you to say this and don't want me to explain myself the way I want to explain myself. You're not going to do that to me, my man. So that's what I'm going to say. Now, if you want me to answer the question now, I will answer the question. But on the record, on the recording record, I just had to let you know when you play this back that you're not going to dictate how and what I say. And if you choose to do that, then I'm not going to talk to you. Because I'm being a man. Because you're not going to dictate what I say.
I'll let you talk for over a minute and 30 seconds uninterrupted, Sean. Sure. I'm gonna keep it to 1 minute, because, like I said, you're long-winded, as the word you would use. I would just say you be monologuing instead of dialoguing. But I'll let you use the words that you choose. Nonetheless, if I ask you what's 1 + 1 and you tell me, well, math, we would have to go into calculations, and calculations comes from the year 1840. When you go into all of that right there, you're not answering my question. Me telling you that it's simply the numerical answer that I'm looking for is not me controlling how you answer the question. It's me keeping you honest to how the question is supposed to be answered. So let me clear that up, number one. Number two, my question has still yet to be answered. How is Caribbean culture not degenerative, but Black American culture is? I've never got that answer yet. There's been no example. I'm still waiting on that. I yield the floor. I'll give you a minute to speak just to answer that question. You're getting time to give your explanation. You said Caribbean culture is not degenerative. Okay, you answered that segment of the question. Still waiting for your explanation of how Caribbean culture is not degenerative. I shouldn't notice degeneracy in Caribbean culture if it's not degenerative. So can you please, for the billionth time, explain to me how Caribbean culture comparatively is not degenerative like Black American culture, which you identify is?
Okay, now that thank
26 minutes. What is this? 26 minutes, 30 seconds on the phone right now. Okay. So by 27, Sean Bay, I'll say something. Go ahead, my brother.
No, after 60 seconds, you say something. So in Caribbean culture, it's still customary to respect elders in this day and age, right? I'm gonna just keep it on Caribbean culture, and then we're gonna make the comparison. In Caribbean culture, it's still customary to respect your elders, right? In Caribbean culture, when you come in the house, it's still customary to speak to your parents, right? When you leave out, say good morning, good night, hello, just basic manners, right? In Caribbean culture, right? In Caribbean culture, it is still customary to eat at the table with your family, right? If you don't do that, then that's looked at as being negative, as you're being disrespectful, right? Caribbean culture is still customary to respect religion, to go into a church dressed a certain way, to carry yourself with respect and dignity up until currently. Because remember, I said to you, Caribbean culture is becoming degenerate. Yes, right. So that is still customary in Caribbean communities and Caribbean culture. It's still customary to work together. If you notice, Caribbean people have so many businesses, right? This is what the Black Americans get mad about, because Caribbean culture, right? People work together. You come to this country, your family comes and they live together. They help them build up a financial backing. They help them start businesses. They help them start going to school. They get into higher education. It's still customary at this point for Caribbeans to get into higher education of business and entrepreneurship and education and in higher institutions of learning. That's still the customs to this day, which is waning, but that's still customary, right? In Caribbean culture, it's still, like I said again, it's still okay, because you want to talk about the baby mother stuff, right? So families, the nuclear family still exists. I can truly say that men be having multiple women and multiple children other places, but they'll have a wife somewhere. But hey, that happened in Africa. People had multiple children and multiple women. That's not Caribbean. They do that in Africa.
Wow.
They've been doing that. You get what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
So you said you wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah,
so
it's been over 2 minutes. No, I didn't. Once again, you proved
2 minutes.
We started at see, and I said it on the record, so we could go back and replay it. I said at 26 minutes 30 seconds you started talking. It's 29:22. I cut in way after the time. So please stop. You're not keeping track of when you're talking, and I told you you're long-winded.
You know why? Listen.
But all I said was wow. All I said was wow.
Let me answer that because
no. I want you to keep on the Caribbean point. I want you to keep on the Caribbean point. I don't want you to veer off. I want you to keep on the Caribbean point.
Let me keep on the Caribbean point and let me say this to you.
Go ahead, keep on the Caribbean point.
You wanna make it 30 seconds, 60 seconds.
I know I gave you a minute. I gave you over 2 minutes.
Giving me a minute.
I gave you over 2 minutes, Shambe.
Let me answer the question.
I'm still letting you answer the question.
Once again, you showing no discipline because
how
let
am
me
I
explain
showing no discipline when I gave you the term limit?
Because I'm answering, I'm responding to what you said and you continuing to cut me off as usual. What I'm saying to you is once again, like the pervasion of degenerate culture, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell me you want to answer and say that I'm not answering. And now when I do answer, now you want to cut my answer to 60 seconds. And if I continue to answer longer than you, I didn't go off topic like you said I did. I didn't go veer off like you said I did. I stayed on the topic. I didn't make no comparisons. Hold on.
You said enough for us to address by now after the time limit.
I didn't make no comparisons. I didn't say like American culture. Nope. I kept it on Caribbean culture like you said you wanted, but yet
by default you made a comparison. By default, you made a comparison.
I didn't make a comparison.
Yeah, because you said that Jamaicans go to church dressed in a certain way. So you're making a comparison saying Black Americans go to church dressed a different type of way.
No, that's your
by
assumption.
Default.
That's your assumption. No, it ain't.
So what would you be bringing that up for if you're showing the lack of degeneracy? It's showing a comparison, correct?
Because your whole question was a comparative question. So there's no need for you to say that. You gave me a comparison question, so
then admit that you're comparing by. I'm not saying that I didn't. I'm saying admit that you're comparing by default. You just said no, I'm not. Yes, you are by default. If you're saying that Caribbeans leave the house and say goodbye to their parents, then by default you're saying Black Americans don't. If you're saying that Caribbeans go to church dressed a certain way, because you're showing the comparison that shows the lack of degeneracy in Caribbean culture, then by the comparison, you're saying that Black Americans don't go to church dressed this certain way. You're by default showing a comparison. When your time was over, Shambe, I was been supposed to cut in. I gave you another minute. So I'm not showing a lack of discipline. You're showing a lack of time management. There's a difference between the two. There's no lack of discipline on my part. But you were about to go into the baby motherhood. Now, remember, I already had taught you that baby mother, baby father, those words, earliest recordation is in Jamaican culture. Nowhere else in the world. It's in Jamaican culture. So its origin, etymologically, which you can look this up and anyone could, it's in Jamaican culture. Can you address that, Shambe? Because you didn't know that when I first told it to you. So can you address it now because you've had enough time to research it? Baby mother culture is Caribbean Jamaican by nature. I'm asking you to explain that, because if that's not degenerative, I don't know what the fuck is. Still
All
waiting
right.
for the
So
response. What
no,
time is it?
no,
I'm gonna give you the time frame because I don't want you to think I'm cutting into you.
listen to me.
It's
Listen to me.
33 minutes,
Okay.
15 seconds now. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
fine.
yield the floor. When it's
Fine.
34
Yield the
seconds,
floor.
I'll be able to respond to you.
Okay,
Go
yield the
ahead.
floor. So this is what I'm gonna say to you, right? What I'm gonna say to you is this. Once again, you're not gonna dictate what I say. The bottom line is you ask me a question and then I'm answering the question, and now you kind of put a stipulation on my answer. And once again, you're not taking accountability. There's no need for you to say, oh, you're making a comparison. You're trying to put Black Americans when your whole question was a comparative question. So there's no need for you to like do a double negative, right? And say that but this is, once again, there's no accountability in your culture at this point. No accountability, right? So there's no need to shift it on to me and say, by you saying this, you're saying that Black America. Well, but you asked me, you told me that Caribbean culture is way more degenerate, right? And that was okay for you to say. So now when I'm giving you my answers, right now you're trying to shift it on me and say, well, you're saying this. No, I'm just responding to what you said, because I never said that Caribbean culture was better. I never said that American culture was worse. What I said to you was because of, I didn't. I said that it is becoming degenerate.
But you said that Black American culture was degenerative and Caribbean culture wasn't degenerative. You don't see that.
You just, it don't matter what I see. It matters that you not letting me speak without cutting me off. It don't matter what I speak.
You're way past the.
No, I'm not. I'm not way past. I'm not. Look, this time I'm looking at my clock. I only spoke for 40 seconds.
What wrong?
This time I'm looking at my clock.
I said it was 33:15. It is 33. Pardon me. It's 35:07. I cut in at 34:40 something. That's over a minute. I'm not cutting you off. Watch your clock properly. I'm not cutting you off.
Yo, let me say something to you,
I'm
bro.
giving you the minute floor.
All right, give me the floor. Give me the floor. Give me the floor. I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh my God.
I'm giving you time frame so that you know I'm not cutting you off. It's 35, 34, 35 now. I'm giving you the floor. I won't say anything until 36:40. Go ahead.
So listen, I'm not keeping so here's the thing. My clock says 5:42.
Okay,
so I started. No, say, don't cut me off. You just said you wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm not.
You are talking. It don't matter what I said. You said, listen.
Shambe, just
listen.
Stop being petty. It's 30.
I'm not being petty. Yo, you are unbelievable, bro. Listen, let me tell you something.
To a time frame so that we don't go over. That's order.
All right, no, you have no order, because you just said I'm not going to say something, and when I said my clock says 4:40, 5:42, you said something, but it don't matter what I say. The bottom line, listen, let me tell you what, man. You don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Keep talking for an hour, so I
didn't talk for. I wasn't even on the phone with you for an hour. Like, you on drugs or something?
We've been on the phone for 36 minutes, my brother.
And you just said an hour. You've been like, you're talking for an hour. We only been on the phone for 36 minutes.
Let you keep talking. You will be talking for an hour. You have bad listening skills. 36:50 right now, Shambe. I'm not gonna say anything until 37. Go ahead, my brother. And it's 5:43. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying to you is this, man. You take no accountability, and that's your culture. That's what has become of your culture. Nobody takes accountability. The women don't take accountability. The men don't take accountability. You take no accountability. And that's white man culture, because the white man will rape the world and say, and give you excuses on why it's okay. And that's how Black people have become. That's how you have become. That's what you're doing on this phone right now. When you do something, you're giving all of these stipulations and these reasons why it's okay. When I do something, you're trying to hold me to, and I'm not even really doing nothing right now. What I'm doing is talking, and you continuing to cut me off, and then you say, oh, I cut you off because of this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And you don't even see yourself because of the mental illness right now that's going on because of the white man. So right now I've got 8 seconds, right? And I'm telling you, I'm not going to continue to adhere to this 60-second stuff because I can't even answer my question, and I'm gonna stop.
Shambe, the reason that you can't answer your question is because you don't know how to get to the point. The way I answer these questions in less than a goddamn minute is the same way you could do the exact same thing. You're just not used to dialoguing. You're used to that that shit y'all been doing in y'all era.
Wait,
Which
can I just say something real quick?
You just cut me off.
Can I just say something real quick?
I don't mind you doing that because I don't mind dialogue.
You obviously do. Can I say something to you real quick?
I don't mind. Of course you can. I'm showing you. I don't.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you.
But for the record, you did just cut into my time.
Let me say this to you. No, you could yield. You could double your time after I say this. What I'm saying to you is this. You're a liar, and you lied just now because I proved to you while I was telling you about Black Caribbean culture. I didn't veer off. I didn't go. I stayed on the topic, and my answer was longer than 1 minute. So it wasn't that I can answer this, and I could go on and on and on with the answer. You just didn't think that I would be able to give you a long answer that I did. And once I continued to go, you cut me off, and then you said the time and this and that. But I stayed on topic. I stayed on point. I didn't veer off, and I was still answering the question. So for you to just say just now that, oh, you can't answer the question and monologue and dialogue, that's a complete lie, because 5 minutes ago when I was answering a question that you also lied and said that I didn't and I couldn't answer the question, while I was answering the question, you cut me off while I was still continuing to answer the question. So you can't have, this is what I'm saying to you. You all want it, you want it both ways, and you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me to answer the question, and then you can't say, but I need it to be on this time, but I need you not to veer off, but I need it in 30 seconds, but that's fucking mania. That's mania. That's mania. That's not like comprehensive. That's like it is mania. It is mania. It's confusion. You can't listen. Let me show you.
The reason I felt that you didn't answer the question yesterday, what you did.
Now you telling me about your feelings. I'm not telling you about your feelings. I'm telling you about the facts. You just said the way you felt. I don't care about how you felt. I'm telling you about the facts.
Yesterday is because you veered off. The way I'm keeping you honest today, is through the time limit. The time limit creates the lack of confusion because it keeps us within a frame to where we could immediately go back and reference what the other person said. This is why I put the time limit into effect. If, as I've said before, if I don't, you will literally talk for an hour. Everyone I've had on the phone with you has told you that Shambe, you're long-winded. You don't want to accept it, and that's cool. That's your own delusion. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I only want the answers to the questions that I'm asking. All that other shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm still waiting, or I'm still allowing you to express how Caribbean culture isn't degenerative. Because when you're done,
what do you mean? I did for like 2 minutes.
Oh, no problem. Because this is all recorded. So, and you gave me your permission. Because I never want to record another man without his own permission. You gave me your permission to record you, so we can go and dissect this later. I'm trying to remember all of the things.
All right, family, I'm back. All right, let's get to some Frank for me to play. Hey, hey, yo, man. Now we got way more people watching now. Hopefully, we get the likes up. Let's see. All right. If the likes ain't there, I gotta finish the video. And I can't. Y'all giving Frank a pass right now because y'all won't like the video. If you like the video, I can cook this guy. Okay, so right now we're down 30. We're down 30 likes. I'm gonna play more of the video.
You said, but
once I get the likes up to it's equal, at least close to live stream viewers, I could cook on Frank.
The things you said, I remember that I'm gonna go into addressing was you compared Caribbeans, and this is what most immigrants do, which is
wait, hold on. Do you got a time period right now? Hold on. Let me give you hold on before you start. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
Hold on, no. Hold on. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Let me get my clock. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds.
Yep, and then you could cut in.
No, I'm not going to cut in. I'm going to wait till you finish. I'm going to stop you at 60 seconds. I'm not going to cut in because that's disrespectful.
It's not disrespect.
Go.
So it's 42-10 now. So about 40.
Go. I'm at 4 seconds in now. Go.
No problem. About 43. I'm
Go. It's 8 seconds in now. Go.
Hey, family, only Pan-Africans and only Pan-African booty scratchers, we got to do the time thing for. Like FBAs, even if we disagree, we can have a dialogue without it being timed managed. Only for tethers and Pan-African booty scratchers, where we got to put a clock there, where we both can communicate.
You're still cutting into my time, are you not? By telling me to go, you don't think I know that it's my time? I'm saying this for the record. I don't need that much time. I'm good with dialogue, and I don't monologue.
All right, so before you go further, let's just cook on Franck Zanu. You dig? And I hopefully while we, I want to show the sister name. It's a beautiful sister. Everybody should subscribe to her channel. She's standing on FBA Business. Her name is Karen Hunter. She's beautiful. She's fierce. She's thorough. And unfortunately, when she her help, she didn't realize her help to address Franck Zanu was a Pan-Africanist. So he actually agreed with Franck Zanu and called Franck Zanu his elder. It was embarrassing. She was so upset because you could tell like she thought an FBA man with Pan-African studies, she thought that she didn't realize like they're on the same team of tether supremacy. She didn't know that. Okay, but she was highly upset that the dude didn't represent. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna fast forward to how disgusted she was with the help she included, that which is kissing Franck Zanu.
We can't. Then there's no more to talk about.
I think we have no culture.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You're not going to convince him. It's fine. He's going to stand by it. Thank you for coming in and answering.
Okay, you see how much time is left? She ended. Now this guy's a clout chaser, Zanu, Franck Zanu, and she could have milked this, got an hour, and she was good with just 28 minutes. So her help, this little zesty ass Pan-African guy who was worried about dating Franck Zanu rather than debunking his we don't have culture claim. She was totally upset and disappointed. And she's like, listen, all right, we're good. 28 minutes is good enough for me. I thought she was going to really like give him some pushback. You're like kissing his ass. I'm good. And the dude was literally kissing his ass. So you see, like, now listen to this FBA strong woman. Check this out. As I play this, like you know you ain't like the video. Like the video, man, so we can get this popping. So more of our lineage can see this. You know what I mean? This is great.
It was taken out of context, so I want to give you an opportunity to talk about it, and I want to play a clip from that interview, that discussion you had. Play it, Smith.
African Americans in this country are the only groups. They have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them.
But currently there's not an African American culture?
No.
Yes, there is.
What is it? Name 2 value systems in the African American culture.
Value system?
Yes. Name 2 taboos in the African American culture system. Name 2 traditions, by the way, in the African American culture system. There is no value for freedom if you don't understand what it is. The concept of free. You have to have a foundation on which it would balance when you ask for it. Civil right, they give it to you. You have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking? So anything
but I feel like African American culture has definitely
you say
mainstream.
No, you say the word, the African American culture. What is it? Okay,
fine. Like hip hop, not hip hop. I mean, I don't want to. Yes, I feel like
you haven't thought about it. It's fine. Don't make things up.
I'm not making it up.
Okay,
I feel like
then educate me. You feel. You should know.
Okay.
You were born and raised
All right.
here.
Bring it down, Smith. Bring it down. Do you stand by that, Franck Zanu?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're talking to somebody who's not African American and asking her questions. You don't have a problem with that? You don't think that was a little...
So that conversation was the Haitian conversation. So it was...
No, but you said African American. You brought black people in. You didn't say Haitians.
No, I'm saying the conversation I had with Nancy was Haitians can fix Haiti.
Right. So how did they come to talking about us? We discussed and tether.
it was in that conversation that this came out, and it was a soundbite on TikTok. Now, when I went to the W.E.B. Du Bois Center in Ghana, I was a young fellow when first we went, and there was a sign on the wall, big one. I don't know, maybe a.
Keep in mind, you have a bunch of Pan-African booty scratchers who want to link up with men like this. I'm like, yo, man, I'm good. I'll pass.
Poet who wrote it, maybe Langston Hughes or something, I forgot, but they had it on the wall, and it said, the problem and the pain of slavery was not the work they make us do. It is the fact that it took away our language, our culture, our history, our traditions, and that leaves a man like a tree with no roots. And it hit me. I wrote it down in my notebook. Now, when you listen to a lot of the writings about slavery, the first thing you hear, even in the United States, is about how our life, our culture, our language and history was taken away from us. That is very common.
Yeah, but why is he saying our though? It's like, dude, come on, fix your language, my guy.
So what? Okay.
I met Alex Haley's.
Hold on. You're from Benin.
Yeah.
You're not there now. You're here. You're an American citizen. You came here. You left there to come here. Right. The Homie Kingdom. We love the Black Panther and all of this, and the Dora Milaje based on the Homie Warriors and Woman King. We love that. But the Dahomey Kingdom, one of the ways in which your origin, your country of origin, Benin, conquered, they would sell their people into bondage to the Europeans, into this transatlantic slave trade. When you lost, you got sold. And every year, you got 333,000 pounds sterling for black bodies to be sold into the transatlantic slave trade, which would be worth about $16.7 million annually every single year. It was Benin known as the Slave Coast because of the flourishing trade of human bodies. That was your protocol. That was the way in which you dominated. And it went on for more than a decade. In the 1780s to 90s, Benin sold more than 102,000 bodies into bondage. So epigenetically, one could argue, Franck Zanu, that part of your way of knowing is to sell out your people. One could argue that. Maybe that's in your epigenetics, because to me, to say something so boldly that black people have no culture, with no references, and you're talking to somebody that's not black, you're talking to somebody who clearly wasn't educated enough, you're throwing questions at her. Give us two things, two values. Well, I can give you 15. I'm going to give you more, but family and integrity. And we don't really do well with sellouts. That's another black cultural value. But I was looking at that and I was saying, wow, and you stand by it. So you still stand by black people have no culture?
So Benin didn't sell slaves.
They sold. I did my research. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you don't know it.
I know.
Because it's clear to me that you don't know a lot of things, but you don't know it.
Allow me to explain what I mean, please. I really want to have a very respectful conversation. So you said Benin sold. Benin did not sell slaves, because when slaves were bought.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to pause right there. I'm going to come back. All right. I'm going to show you that it ain't just him. Damn near all of these African musty tellers deny that they sold us to Europeans. Look at this.
Them to slavery as opposed to seeing it as, first of all, why do you believe the white man's history so much? I went to boarding school in Cameroon, and I learned that one of the tactics that they used to get Africans in the slaves in the ships, they stole them literally.
So she's saying the tactics to get us in the slave ship. She's saying Europeans literally stole us, so Africans had nothing to do with it. This is her argument.
They would what's the word? They would come to the chief and say, "Hey, we just need a couple of men to work for this X amount of time and those men would never come back. I mean, there were so many different sneaky ways that they got people away. Do you think Africans were proud to?
Okay, so
I would like to say something as well.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Rashad.
You have the women of Dahomey. They were doing it. I think it was 75% of slaves that came through the transatlantic slave trade came straight through there. Matter of fact, they had, if I remember right, they had a tree. They used to have their slaves walk around called the tree of forgetfulness because they didn't want, when them slaves died over there, their spirits to come back and haunt them. They were brutal with their tactics, cutting jaws off, killing.
What are your sources? Where is this?
Google.
So this disgusting musty tether that some people want to unite with and try to do some shit with. She said, where are your sources to this? Sources? Are you serious? This is common history in America. Where are your sources? Listen, what's she going to say next? It's shocking.
Zora Neale Hurston is one of the greatest.
I have never heard that in my
life. Okay.
She said she never heard that in her life. And some of these PALs, which is an acronym for Pan-African Lion Losers, want to link up with people like that and say they're an ally, not an enemy. Some of you docs, DOCC, right? Which stands for Dusty Off-Cold Cornbread Eating Cornballs. Okay? You want to link up with people like that simply because they're skin folk. Now listen to this musty tether. So that's one. Here's two.
Thought of Black Americans that it was because of maybe their sacrifice that Africans were able to come to America, and I disagree with that.
So he said our sacrifices in the civil rights movement is not the reason why a dusty fucking musty tether are able to come over here to this land of freedom and opportunities. He said he disagreed with that. He don't believe we were the gateway to a dusty, musty, disgusting tether being over here. This is how disrespectful they are, but you want us to link up with these people.
Africans were able to come to America, and I disagree with that. I disagree because Black Americans, just as my brother here, Ovie, stated, they did not participate in my effort to come into America. The same experience they had, we have same experience. They were our brothers. They were kidnapped. We did not sell our brother.
You heard that? So family, don't just look at Franck Zanu as a one-off or the exception to the rule. Damn near a lot of them believe the transatlantic slave trade had nothing to do with musty, dusty tethers. Look, I showed the woman. I'm showing this guy. You heard him. And then we're going to go Franck Zanu say the same thing. A lot of these dusties, these musty dusties, will deny like the most. I don't even know how that can be. That's crazy.
They were kidnapped. They were our brothers. They were kidnapped. We did not sell our brothers. We never sold them to anybody. We were kidnapped, and they were lied to. Their descendants were lied to that they were.
So they didn't sell us. We were kidnapped by white folks, and we were lied to the African soldiers. White folks lied that we were sold by Africans when really we were just kidnapped by white folks. This is what he wants to believe.
So were lied to, their descendants were lied to that they were sold. No, there was no money there. We did not exchange them for anything. So they were kidnapped, brought to America. We were traumatized. And when we grew up, we now began to hear the story that our brothers were kidnapped and brought them to America.
So in other words, he's saying, yo, this is new news to them that we've been sold by these musty, dusty people. He's saying, wait a minute, that's not historically accurate. You were kidnapped by white folks. So, 200 years, 300 years later, we're learning of this lie that you were sold by us. No, we're coming to address that. That's his position. Listen to this dusty, musty telly.
then we're eager now to go and see our brothers with love and happiness.
Okay, so now they're gonna come and see us now. Oh, we heard the lie that we sold you, so we're gonna come visit you. Like, we're coming to America, not for great opportunities, not for all that type of stuff. We're coming to see how well you guys are. We want to see. We want to update a wellness check, basically. Listen to this disgusting musty tether.
Now come to see our brothers, only to be met with hatred or rejection.
So they came to see us, and they were met by our hatred and rejection to them. Okay? This is what he's saying. This is the Franck Zanu mindset.
Now, our brothers rejected us, but when we came in, we now find out the truth that actually when they were brought up here.
Okay, so he was going on to say that white folks brainwashed us and made us hate musty, dusty tethers, and we're to blame because we have a colonial mindset. Y'all got to make up your mind how this shit works, man. All right. For now, I want y'all to know that this guy is not the only one saying it. This is damn near commonly taught in Africa. Matter of fact, let's get Michael Blackson on here. Let's get Michael Blackson to speak about this.
Yes, man. I 100%, agree to some of that. And I think what happened back in a lot of countries in Africa were all colonized by different countries. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ghana, Nigeria, most of these English-speaking countries were colonized by England.
Yeah.
Senegal
was France.
Yada yada.
All
right. So when they colonized those countries, I guess when slavery was set up over, they try to like cover it up. In all my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he said his opinion that these musty dusties are trying to cover up their role in slavery. This is why they acting stupid, like they had no role. This is what Michael Blackson is saying.
In all my opinion, I've been going home and doing a lot of research. Mind you, I'm from there. I was born in Africa. I was born in West Africa, where they came and they took my people and made them slaves and do that whole process.
Yeah.
But I didn't know much about slavery till I came to America.
Mm-hmm.
So why? Why they didn't teach me this in the 3rd grade and 4th grade?
He's not being taught it, he's saying, in his country.
In Africa. Why was it being covered up? Why are they trying to make things like, and that's the big problem.
You heard that? He said Africa is covering up their role in the African slave trade. This is why these tethers want to pretend they had no role. I got one more for you.
Number 2, none of us were there during the days of slavery. So whatever story they have taught us, we don't sold it, that your brother sold you. I wasn't there, you weren't there, so we don't even know what truth is. And even if it's the truth, how many years ago have it been? Some of you have forgiven the white man, but you refuse to forgive your so-called brothers who sold you to the white man. I don't believe that story because I wasn't there.
So she doesn't. Okay, so hold on. So she doesn't believe the story because the fact that they sold us to white people, she don't want to believe that story because she wasn't there. Okay, so I sourced up. I show you. This is a common mindset amongst musty, dusty tethers that live in Africa. All right. So I don't want y'all to pinpoint just Franck Zanu. This is common thoughts. All right. And Michael Blackson had kind of sort of explained that. So now let's get back to this disgusting, musty, dusty tether. All right.
Sell slaves.
They sold. I did my research. I'm sorry.
I know.
Maybe you don't know it.
I know.
Because it's clear to me that you don't know a lot of things, but you don't know it.
Allow me to explain what I mean. Please. I really want to have a very respectful conversation. So you said Benin sold. Benin did not sell slaves because when slaves were bought from that region, there was no Benin. There was no country called Benin.
The homie.
No.
Okay. Well, whoever, it's the same landmass, correct? Same people?
No, at all. They have nothing in common. Please allow me. The place that became called
You heard it right. He said they have nothing in common. They be just saying stupid shit. He said they have nothing in common.
So you said Benin sold.
Benin did not sell slaves because when slaves were bought from that region, there was no Benin. There was no country called Benin.
The homie.
No, no.
Okay. Well, whoever, it's the same landmass, correct? Same people?
No, at all. They have nothing in common. Please allow me. The place that became called Dahomey was at independence. The place you're calling Benin was not there. Dahomey was not there during slavery. What was there were tribes. Agbome, the women warriors you mentioned, they are not from Dahomey or from Benin. They are from only one tribe called the Agbome tribe. That region had about 52 different, distinct tribes. Only one of them captured.
So this disgusting tether is going to say this. There's 52 tribes, and 51 of them were innocent. Only one were the bad guy.
Had about 52 different, distinct tribes. Only one of them captured slaves from either.
So this disgusting, musty, dusty tether that out of 52 tribes, only one tribe only one tribe sold 12 to 15 million of us to the white man. Okay, so we're expected to bleed that. Okay. Family, make sure you super chat, make sure you cash app, make sure you like the video. Okay, because the rebuttal I'm gonna give is gonna be the shit. Right? The link is there. It's visible. The Franck Zanu can click the link. The Winklers can click the link. The Ancient Mama, Dr. Mayats can click the link. It's there. We're not running. Okay, I believe it's 1:17 a.m. I could be knocked out to sleep. I went to work today. I didn't have to, but they said you can come in. I came in. So I'm father, I'm working, and I'm live giving content and information, education, and debunking bullshit like this. I believe that's worth a like. That's worth a subscription. That's worth a notification bell. And for some of those that got a little more, cash apps and super chat, right? I believe what I'm doing is a huge value to it. It's really priceless. So I'm giving rebuttals that's irrefutable. Okay, watch.
The Aja, the Yoruba, the Bana, or the Nagongo areas and sold. They didn't sell their people. An example, if there is a war in, let's say, Asia or in Europe, Italians captured Portuguese or Spanish and English and sold them to the Chinese. They haven't sold their own people, even though the Caucasians who live in a region. So the slaves sold were only sold by Agbome tribe.
Right.
Way before it became Dahomey as a republic that forced 52 different tribes to come together by the French and call the place Dahomey. The people, the other 51 tribes that are now part of the country called Benin, including Agbome, they all, including my father's tribe, we hate the Agbomens because we know they capture people and they sell them. So that is a correction I want to make. So saying Benin,
right. But you're actually making my point that it is that notion that somehow you are not part of when I talk about Black culture, it is the oneness. It is the understanding that we may be something torn and new, but we are in this thing together that got to begin with, that got to begin with. And for you to come here and intimate that somehow we don't have culture because of your lack of knowledge of what culture is.
What I'm saying, as science says, when you buy slaves, the danger of buying slaves is you rob them of their culture. That is, of course, a fact you know.
Okay, I'm gonna bring in, because I'm very clear that I'm not a historian, so I'm not gonna things I do not know. I'm gonna invite everybody who is not a historian. If you read some things, or you went down YouTube rabbit hole, you are not an expert. You have not lived your life studying this. And I'm going to invite you to stop talking about things you don't know. But in the meantime, I'm going to
you haven't said something I don't know. That's the point. What is it I don't know? I've lived.
Right, so this is a disgusting tether. Now I feel sorry for our sister. All right, she invited. Look what she invited. This zesty ass Pan-African. Watch this.
People don't have culture. You believe that black people don't have culture,
but I'm asking you to explain to me.
I'm going to actually
uprooted you from your original habitat, and they took everything away from you.
So now the sister unfortunately didn't know that we're delineating. So she didn't know that Pan-Africanism is a joke. It's a sellout agent of who knows, Russia, FBI, Africa. We don't know, but we know they're a bunch of agents. Okay. Who's trying to sell us again. They trying to sell us again, sell us out, sell us again. So she's unaware of that. So she had invited a Pan-African to rebut him. And watch what happened. He actually agreed with this disgusting tether.
What is wrong to say these people's culture have been taken away from them?
Bring somebody in who knows more about this than I do, who studies Africa, who studies Black history, who teaches at Clark Atlanta. So we're going to bring in Dr. Daniel Black when we come back. Frank Zanu.
All right. So now she thought this dude right here.
He's made a statement before the break.
Once she said you study Pan-African studies, I'm like, damn, sis, it's 2v1. They're both against you. Like, she has no idea. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit her up. I didn't even think of that.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter. When the snow comes to cover the ground. It's time to play. It's a word we play. A river is to roll you around. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly. In the arms of the evergreen trees, and the sun is red like a pumpkin head. It shines pretty nose on the breeze. All the world is your snowball. See how it goes. That's how it goes. Whenever it snows, the world is your snowball. Just for a song. Get out. Roll it along. Oh, if the yummy world makes the sweet glass, take a walk with your bigger girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter, it's a marshmallow world. It's a It's time to play. It's a whipped cream
For them to understand why corruption, nepotism, tribalism, all these things have become, and even killing each other in the same country thoughtlessly. So what I mentioned here was because I was speaking here. Once upon a time, John Lennon sang a song in the countries in Africa that has Creole, the only one in Sierra Leone.
So very possibly, it seems to me, because what you're saying, I think is right, Mr. Frank, there, right? I think that's right.
So what you're saying, I think is right. Is right there. She has no idea. She had Frank's goddamn one of his members of the anti FBA cult group that they have. She had no idea. It's 2v1. It's them two versus her. I agree with you saying, Fraser, though. I'm a fan of yours. I want y'all to buy her. As a matter of fact, if we can hang out and chill out, have a long time with each other, I think that'd be a great idea. Dude is zesty as hell, man.
I want to propose, possibly, my elder, that perhaps the...
Did y'all hear that? I want to propose, possibly, my elder. This disgusting Pan-Africanist is saying that, or disgusting tether, I don't know what the hell he is, but he's out there saying we have no culture, they didn't enslave us, and her backup, this disgusting Pan-African, zesty ass dude, said my elder. So you know Frank Zanu, like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. He's with me. He's for the streets, or he's for the dusty roads.
It seems to me, because what you're saying, I think is right, Mr. Frank, there, right? I think that's right. I want to propose, possibly, my elder, that.
Yeah, I know she was like, oh, shit. He said, my elder. Okay, we don't need nothing more from you, sir. Let unbiased Ron check in. FBA Ron. Okay, so the region of West Africa that includes modern day Benin, Mr. Elder Guy Frank, was infamously known to Europeans as the slave coast. So what the region that she was speaking for, she was correct. The region wasn't called Benin. That's a modern term, obviously. But that region, okay, that was known to Europeans, that what we call Benin now, that region known to Europeans were known as the slave coast. So Europeans definitely understand that region in a modern language today to be sellers of us. Okay, so this name was earned because of the region's importance. What name? Slave Coast. Okay, so the name Slave Coast was earned because of the region's importance in supplying enslaved FBAs to the Americas during the transatlantic slave trade. Watch this. One of the most active slave ports in all of Africa. What did I say? What did I say? One of the most active slave ports in all of Africa was Ouidah, okay, on the Benin coast. What's known as Benin now? It was on that coast. One of the most active slave ports. That means the human trafficking was most active here than anywhere else. That's Benin, my guy. Okay. Now that coast alone, that Benin coast alone, exported, listen, over 1 million of us into slavery over 2 centuries. Okay. Over 2 centuries, 1 million of us. The area that is now known as Benin was home to the kingdom of Dahomey. Sister was right. He confused it. Was home to the king of Dahomey during this period. A centralized African kingdom founded around 1600 that rose to power through warfare and slave trading, right? In fact, Dahomey's growth closely tracked the rise of the Atlantic slave trade, and it became known to European traders as a major supplier of slaves from Africa. This is Benin. Europeans were like, yo, this shit is popping. You want to get people, you want to buy people, you go to Benin, the coast of Benin. So this is why European records from the 17th to 19th centuries often refer to the coastline of Benin as the slave coast. His country is known as the slave coast. And he sat here and lied in our beautiful sister's face saying they had no part of it. It was one tribe out of 52. Okay. So the trade in human beings there was both flourishing and notorious. Benin. So far from being a minor player, they were far, far, far from being a minor player. Well, he acted like they had no role at all. The kingdom of Dahomey was deeply and aggressively involved in the trade of slaves. Dahomey was a highly militaristic society organized for constant warfare. They were the drillers. You dig? They the ones who slid, spent the block looking for smoke and ops. Let's be clear here. Their armies conducted frequent raids. Are you listening? The guy who calls himself Unc? Slave raids. Okay, so their armies conducted frequent slave raids and wars amongst neighboring peoples. Men, women, and children captured by the white man. No. Read it again. Men, women, and children were captured by Dahomey in these conflicts and were sold to European slave traders in exchange for weapons, gunpowder, textiles, cowrie shells, alcohol, K2, fentanyl, pink cocaine, all that stuff. You dig? Baby oil, all type of shit. So historical accounts confirm that the kings of Dahomey built their economy on conquest and slave labor. And for roughly how many years? 300 years, starting with a trade agreement with Portuguese merchants in 1472. This is damn near 200 years before the actual Atlantic slave trade. They were negotiating with the Portuguese 200 years in advance. Okay. So the kingdom did thrive on the export of captives. One Dahomean king, we got names now, Gezo, bluntly told British envoys in 1850, the slave trade has been the ruling principle of my people. Oh, of his people, right? It is the source of their glory and wealth, selling us out, like she articulated earlier. Their songs celebrate their victory, by the way, over an enemy reduced to slavery. Okay, so this statement underscores how integral slavery was to Dahome's way of life and prosperity, you tethered lying fool. Okay, let me see if the chat all right. If y'all can handle this information. Or is it too much? Do I gotta stop? Hold on. Are we cool? Are we cool? Are we cool? Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So we on one accord. All right. Let me finish. Let me work. Let me work. Okay. So the scale of Dahomey slave trading was enormous. So by the 18th century, Dahomey, through ports like Ouida, I mentioned earlier, was one of the largest suppliers of enslaved Africans in the world. At the peak of trading in 1780s, roughly 102,000 people per decade were being shipped from the Slave Coast region, which includes Dahomey, to the Americas. Historians, you're going to source up. Historians estimate that at certain points, Dahomey alone, Benin, the coast of Benin, them alone were being they have supplied up to 20% of all slaves. Their little coast alone, the little coastline alone, 20% of all slaves. And he's acting like they had nothing to do with it. They exported 20% of all slaves in the transatlantic trade, and profits from slave exports formed the largest portion of the Dahomey's king revenue. So these dudes was rich as hell, selling us to Europeans. But check this out. In the late 1600s and early 1700s, coastal kings like Alada and Ouida in the same area, this lion dog, were already trading captives to Europeans. So we're talking about way earlier. Dahomey rose to dominance by conquering these kingdoms in the 1720s, thereby taking control of the coastal slave. They were the people to talk to. They were the El Chapos of the slave trade in West Africa. Okay, so once in control, Dahomey maintained a royal monopoly over the slave trade. The king decided who would be enslaved, often as a result of war, and private Afro-European merchants in Ouida then sold those captives to European buyers. Even after Britain and other nations outlawed the transatlantic slave trade in the 19th century, what was that, around 18, what was it, 18, I forgot. But Dahomey resisted ending. They did not want to end it, even after white people said enough. The white man said enough. Dahomey said, nah, we're to continue it. That's why I say, yo, who's your enemy? When people say the white man's the enemy, I'm like, well, shit, who's the enemy? The buyer or the seller? Because right now, the buyer said, nah, we're good. We got enough. We're done. The seller said, nah, let's keep it going. Okay. So Dahomey resisted ending its lucrative trade for many years. They kept it going. The last slave ship to carry captives from Dahomey illegally departed in the 1850s, and the final slave ship from the region left for Brazil in 1885. I was going to say 1885, I wasn't sure. Showing how long the traffic persisted. These guys said, we're not done. We're going to sell all these mothers. You dig? We're going to put cases on all you Pelican Bay. Okay. So now remember, he said out of 52 tribes, only one tribe were responsible for those 1 million people. So in 20% of all of the slave trading of us. Okay, so he attempted to downplay his country's role by arguing that Benin did not exist as a nation during the slave trade era. Okay, and that only separate tribes existed, and only one tribe, the Dahomey Abomi Kingdom, was responsible for selling slaves. He said that. That's what he said. Okay, so this is where he placed semantics, because it's true that modern nation state of Benin was created by colonial powers in the 20th century. What did I say? The white man created his country by name in 1975. Okay, so they gained independence in 1960 and named Benin in 1975. This is embarrassing. Okay, so pre-colonial, this is before it happened. Pre-colonial, there was no colonizers. West Africa was divided among many ethnic kingdoms rather than unified nation states. You dig? So they were divided. They had no unity. They have a different worldview than us. We have a unity, all one for all type of mentality. They don't. They got it's us and everybody else are ops. Okay, so they were divided among many ethnic kingdoms rather than unified nation states. Okay, so the kingdom of Dahomey absolutely did exist during the slave trade era. Okay, he lied, and was the dominant polity in the region that is today southern Benin. Liar. So saying there was no Dahomey or Benin is historically incorrect. He's a piece of trash, musty, dusty tether. Dahomey was a well-known kingdom from the 1600s through the 1800s, and it was internationally notorious for slave trading, dog. European records from that time consistently mentioned Dahomey as a major slave exporter, and local oral histories also remember this era. The very fact that Europeans dubbed the coastline the slave coast underscores that the area, regardless of modern borders, was a hub of slave ports, you disgusting, musty, dusty tether. Okay? So the claim that the Dahomey rulers did not sell their own people, but only sold war captives from other tribes. Well, historically, the Dahomey's kings did target people from other ethnic groups in their slave raids. For example, they raided neighboring people such as certain Yoruba communities, Aja, and other groups, right? So capturing foreigners or enemies for sale was a common practice in many African kingdoms. This is what they do. She was right. Africans are known, at least West and Central Africans are known for selling out each other. We can't link up with sellouts. That was her point. And I'll run it back, Turbo. So rulers were generally reluctant to enslave their own immediate ethnic kin and subjects, as you can imagine. So they preyed upon rival groups. So in that sense, the individual's claim, this tether claim, has a kernel of truth. All right. Dahomey's royalty did not usually round up fine people, which is the core ethnic group of Dahomey, for sale, but rather took prisoners from other tribes to enslave, right? So on and so forth, as you can imagine. But this fact does not absolve Dahomey or the region of responsibility. The reality is that Africans were selling other Africans into slavery, you musty, dusty dog. Even if they weren't from different tribes, or even if they were from different tribes, they were still neighbors and fellow West Africans. So they all still were West Africans. All right. So Dahomey's kings and army were fully complicit in the transatlantic slave system, fueling its continuation for profit and power. contemporary historians note that the homies' economy, okay, became so independent on slave raiding that even internal political fractions formed over the issue, with some Dahomians pushing to continue the trade and others urging a shift to other commerce like palm oil, shea butter, and all bunch of bullshit under pressure from the British. The British were making them say, yo, y'all got to do something else. So the British was telling the people from Benin, the homie kingdom, like, yo, y'all wilding, y'all. Y'all got to make money another way. Y'all money can't just be on some old slave shit. Okay, now these are the same British people who told the Caribbean, yeah, y'all just can't be kissing our ass all day long. Y'all got to come up with your own shit and unite. And they pushed the Caribbean to the West Indies Federation. That was a British idea. Okay, so they're like, yo, you can't rely on this shit. So the Benin people were no different than Confederates. What was the Confederates' issue? They refused to give up the industry of slavery, chattel slavery. They went to war to preserve it and got their ass kicked once we got involved. So how can we see those West Africans any different than Confederates when both of them were living off selling us and keeping us as captives and slaves? So when I think of Benin and all these West African countries, I think of Confederate all day long, Confederacy all day long. I'm not wrong. All right, but let's check this out. Many surrounding African communities despised and feared Dahomey for his slave raids. Like, these guys were notorious and treacherous and very violent. So the conversation snippet mentions that other tribes hated the Abomi, Dahomey, for capturing and selling people, and historical evidence supports this, right? So the Yoruba and the Ebukutu, hyena pisk tribe in today's Nigeria established a fortified town in the 1820s that became a safe haven for people fleeing the Dahomey slave raids. God damn, these niggas were crazy. So when I asked that Dusty Musty tell their aunt who were kidnapping us, he said the Dutch, the Portuguese. My man did not mention the Dahomey tribe at all, and they are known to do all this shit. This is crazy. But this is what Pan-African booty scratchers must do. They gotta deny their role, no accountability, blame it on the white man, and try to have us give these booty scratchers a pass. It won't happen on my watch. But check this out. In 1844, Dahomey's forces attacked Obukuta, right, and were defeated. A victory celebrated by the Yoruba as protection against being kidnapped and sold. This dude actually said the Dutch, the Portuguese, Dahomey. So this dynamic shows that not all African groups took part in the slave trade equally, he was revising history. You dig? So some, like Dahomey's elite, were perpetrators while others were victims or resisted the trade. All right. So the individual thing, whatever. But he was misleading in context. That's the bottom line. So the broader truth is that the kingdom located in what is now Benin was a central player in the slave trade, regardless of how we label it, and his actions devastated many neighboring peoples. Nigga, you gonna own that. You gonna own that. You are gonna own that. You dig? Okay, so but check this out. But unlike him, modern, that means today, representatives of Benin have openly acknowledged and apologized for the role that the kingdom and their land, Dahomey, played in the slave trade. So if they were innocent, they had no ties to it, not responsible, why are you apologizing? If you're shopping for food and you're just watching 2 hours away and you see a man bump into a lady and she dropped her dozen of eggs on the ground, why are you walking past her saying you apologize? I'm sorry, man. Why are you taking blame? Why are you holding yourself accountable for what somebody else did? That don't make sense, right? Right. So you apologize for your role, your actions, you're taking accountability. So, but this musty, dusty tether to attempt to downplay Benin's, Dahome's role in the transatlantic slave trade is not supported by the historical record, as you can imagine. What else? The kingdom of Dahomey, located in what is now Benin, was deeply involved in capturing and selling us to European traders on a massive scale. So whether or not we consider those victims their own people, all that little semantic bullshit, the fact remains that an African polity in the Benin region was a key facilitator of the slave trade. The region's brutal history as the slave coast is well documented by historians and even acknowledged by today's Beninese leaders. So even today, Beninese leaders are apologizing. That's like America, right? Check this out. Largely, the plantations were in the South, but America is known to be complicit in the slave trade here. Can you imagine white folks saying, like Charlie Kirk, "Oh, nah, I was up north. I wasn't responsible." That's what he sounds like. A northern white man saying, "Nah, it wasn't me. I ain't enslaved nobody." They do, but you're American. You got to hold that L. Your country, my guy. Your representative, your leaders, your economy, your your trade, your import exports, your lavish lifestyle dependent on free labor from FBAs. You are responsible. And reparations, you know what I mean? They got to come off, you know what I mean? They come out their pocket. So this guy is no different. It's like, yo, no, your region is responsible for it. Your people responsible for it. Dude, you're gonna pay. So I hope that was enlightening and edifying. But yeah, man, no, you're not getting out of this, my guy. But yo, they make the same argument as white supremacists. Oh, I wasn't there. No, nobody in my lineage had a plantation. Ma'am, you're part. You belong to a country who practiced that evil. You did not stand up against it. You did not protest, risk your life. You went along with it, and your lifestyle was subjected to that evil. You benefited from that evil. Okay, you are privileged today because of that evil. You gotta pay. Don't matter if you didn't march somebody off the slave ship to a plantation. You gotta pay, and likewise, Franck Zanu, you gotta pay, my guy. Nobody's getting a pass. Everybody's being held accountable. You got, Ghana definitely, Ashanti, they apologize as well. But this booty scratcher with this zesty fool right here. Let me highlight this zesty dude, man. This is disgusting. Like, he's interested in dating Zanu rather than debunking him. And he's supposed to study the country Africa. Like, the sister was like she really thought she had backup. And this guy said, "Elder, this is embarrassing." He's not intelligent at all. None of these booty scratchers are. Somebody said, "Wow, what?" He said, William said, "Is if it's a crime, his RICO charges be tied." The new tries to talk down a little on Africa so he can save face talking about us. Right. Slick ass. Of course, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why I say I'm good with all these bastards. Don't talk to me about nothing about Africa. I'm good. These are disgusting liars and scammers, and they got 1,000 excuses not to respect it. I'm good. Okay, so any ops out there? I want to click that link before I hop off. This is your time. You want to do that right now. because I am hopping off in a good minute. And like that is crazy that the backup she had to help her cook him, he called this tether elder. So it looks like they were already in connection and communication before. This ain't the first time they spoke. That was unbeknownst to the sister. Okay. The infamous Marty Morris said, wow, you did your research. Exactly. That's why I say, like my time and effort and research is valuable. Click the link. It's free. Subscribe, free. Notification bell, free. Show up when I'm live and you're free. Do that. And if you want to take it to another level, you can super chat and cash at, because none of my videos are monetized. So it ain't like I'm getting money from YouTube. You dig? Look, I mean, I can easily monetize them, and there's nothing wrong with monetizing videos, right? But as you can see, stop me when you see a monetized video. Oh, wait, no, live. These are not live. This is my music, by the way. So my music is monetized. This is music. Desert You, The Glow. This is the music. Let me click the live button. Okay, my music is monetized, not my live shows. Okay, these are the live shows. Let me show you. And I'm not saying monetization is bad. I'm just saying I don't have none of my lives monetized. Not one. All of them are off. All of these videos I did are off. So I solely depend on the lineage to support, like, share, subscribe. If you got any money, super chat, cash app. Oh, you look. Stop me when you see a video I did, a live video that's monetized. You stop me when you see one. Okay. That's like 50 videos right there. Let's keep going. Stop me when you see a monetized video. That I did live. Not my music, of course, I'm monetized, but a live show. Stop me when you see one that's monetized. Okay, look. They've been taking shit off from it. No option there. But look, none are monetized. Okay. Let's keep going. Stop when you see a monetized video. A live video. Off. So I solely depend on the lineage for some financial support. Look at this. Okay, so now you finally got a video. One here, okay. But you finally got a live video monetized, but that was probably before I was getting super chats. But I said, you know what? Why am I gonna double dip? My family supporting me, super chats, cash apps. I ain't gonna go to monetization. Now, if family don't support, I got no choice. But like again, there's nothing wrong with monetizing your videos. I'm just saying I don't, because I get super chats and cash apps. I feel like your family is holding it down for you. I don't gotta go to YouTube. Okay, but that's just some transparency. See, I'm different than these clowns out here that's running their mouth. Now let's check their videos. You dig it? All right, so we got some super chats in the building. So that's called full disclosure, full transparency. Okay. So we have the family in here. Nice numbers tonight. Good. Thank you for liking the video. We got SLLE44. He said hit that link. We got Terrell Evans, $20 super chat. So SLLE44, $5 super chat, Lenny's love. Terrell Evans, $20 super chat, Lenny's love. The message was paying dues, family. Keep up the good work. You're appreciated. Exactly. So that right there, like I said, the fact that the family are sending donations, whether it's super chat or cash app, I felt like that's good enough. I ain't got to monetize nothing. I feel like the family is like appreciative of what I'm doing, and they put a value to it. And like I said, I'm just thankful. So YouTube miss me, but let other folks show you their YouTubes, right? Big difference. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting love. I feel like I'm being taken care of by the family, so I don't need to go to YouTube for shit. Iconic FBA 499 super chat lineage love in the building. FBA all day. Right. Terrell Evans says, next time I cash app, you get all your paper. No. Look, no, that's one thing I don't do. I don't try to direct people to send a donation a certain way. Send it how you want to send it. Don't worry about all the money. Don't worry about that. Because I ain't worried about that. Because sometimes the super chat is needed and sometimes the cash app is needed. You feel me? So I'll let you guys choose, but I'll say those who want to super chat. Those who more cash app, private, silent donors do, because the cash app, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Chocolate Diamond said, mine, you too. Great. I hope it's the right person. Yeah. If you want to divide it up, let's say you have $5. You can send $2.50 super chat or $2.99 cash. You can do that. You feel like you want to divide it up. But all I want to say is that like I solely rely on the family to show love. I think you should. I mean, because I'm definitely all out, all in on defending the lineage and debunking all these fake ass scholars and these slick talkers. I'm out here giving rebuttal, debunking in real time, getting up out of here. Garbage arguments, garbage. Benin is known as the slave coast, my guy. And I just said your tribe might have been directly involved with it. Doesn't matter. That's your region. Just like white Americans might not have a family member who's directly involved in slavery. Doesn't matter. It's your country. Okay. You got to hold that L. And that's why they came out, the Beninese came out and apologized because they know that they're held accountable for their region. Stop being cowards. Now check this out. How the hell they got 52 tribes and only one tribe is responsible for the 20% of the slave trade? Why were the other 51 tribes cowards and wouldn't stand up and fight against it together? 51, so you got a 51v1 and they did nothing? See, again, that still don't make any sense. Out of 52 tribes, Frank, you're telling me one was able to do all that damage and the other 51 tribes were afraid to come together and fight against that one tribe. That's a problem. And that's why I'm saying FBA, leave Africa alone. Let them figure out their own shit. And you know what I mean? Whatever. These guys sold us. We're not forgiving that shit. Matter of fact, I got a song for that. I got a song for that kind of history. Let me see. Bye. And I ain't forget. I think I'm trying to sing a song to see the title. I think it's this one right here. I think it's this song. Yep, this is it.
I pledge allegiance to the code that my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the code that my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. May Africa reap what they sow, so Africa wants to keep what they sow. No. You showed us, you told us, bye. You owe us and
I ain't forget. My lineage as long as I live.
Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Philip Randolph, and Dr. King. I do it for them, I do it for her, I do it for him. We don't flee.
Hey, yeah, so now that's part one. Part two will be debunking, a full debunk on his major talking points that we don't have culture. Right, that's part two. That's gonna be like a 5-hour video. You dig?
I pledge allegiance to the code that my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the code cold. Then my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the cold. Then my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the cold. Then my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, may Africa reap what they sow. So Africa wants to keep what they sold. No, no, no. You sold us, you told us, bye, bye, bye. You owe us and I ain't forget. I'll fight for my lineage as long as I live. Harriet Tubman, Freddie Douglass, Rosa Parks, say Philip Randolph, and Dr. King. I do it for them, I do it for her, I do it for him. We don't flee, we don't flee, we don't flee, we stay. I pledge allegiance to the code, that my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the code, that my soul won't rest until I get what's owed. Oh, na, na, na. Cut the check and pay me what you want me. No more pants, can't talk, nah, nah, nah. No more pants, can't talk, blah, blah, nah. Cut the check and pay me what you want me. No more pants, can't talk, nah, nah, nah. No more pants, can't talk, blah, blah, blah. You stole us, you sold us, you owe us. It's my money and I want it now. It's my money and I can spend it high. You pocket watching, stop pocket watching. Cause my pocket's popping. You watch us get raided and you watch us get slaved. Now watch us get paid. Cut the check and pay me what you owe me. No more pants, can't talk, nah, nah, nah. No more pants, can't talk, nah, nah, nah. Ooh, ah. Cut the check and pay me what you owe me. No more pants, can't talk, nah, nah, nah. No more pants, can't talk, blah, blah, blah. You stole us, you sold us, you owe us. It's my money and I want it now. It's my money and I can spend it high. You pocket watching, stop pocket watching. Cause my pocket's popping. You watch us get raided and you watch us get slaved there. Now watch us get paid. You stole us, you sold us, you owe us. It's my money and I want it now. It's my money and I can spend it how. You pocket watching, stop pocket watching. Cause my pocket's popping. You watch us get raided and you watch us get slaved now. Now watch us get paid. I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and
It's my song right here. I never lied to my people, I died from people before I ever curved you. I never make you cry, why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up. I'll never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people. I die to my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. Why would I ever hurt you? This is my shit right here.
I'll never give you up. I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert.
Yeah, this is my favorite song, right?
I'll never lie to my people. I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. Why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up. I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people. I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. Why would
Yo, I got a song called I'm Black and I'm Proud. I gotta make a song, I'm a tether and I'm ashamed. Something like that. That's coming.
I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, why would I ever hurt you?
The lineage is in my blood. It's nothing to join. There's no membership, we're FBA.
We fight, we really fight. From the
This is a lineage favorite song right here. Michael Good on our rights. We fight. We really fight.
We fight. We
really fight. From the Revolutionary War, civil rights,
living our rights.
I write all the lyrics to all the songs. I choose the beat. I have like hundreds of beats. I choose the right beat. So I do all the production, songwriting, all that type of stuff. You dig?
We fight. We really fight. We fight. We really fight. From the Revolutionary War, civil rights was about rights, but living our rights. We fight. We really fight. If it's all love, then why did the diaspora war? If it's all love, then why isn't it love you're asking for? If it's all love, then why aren't you practicing it more and more? If it's all love, then we're asking you act like it more and more. We fight, we really fight. From the Revolutionary War, civil rights was about rights, but living our rights. We fight, we really fight. We fight, we really fight. From the Revolutionary War, civil rights was about rights, but living our rights. We fight, we really fight. If it's all love, then why did they ask for a war? If it's all love, then why isn't it love you're asking for? If it's all love, then why aren't you practicing it more and more? If it's all love, then we're asking you act like it more and more. If it's all love, then why did they ask for a war? If it's all love, then why isn't it love you're asking for? If it's all love, then why aren't you practicing it more and more? If it's all love, then we're asking you act like it more and more. We fight. We really fight. From the Revolutionary War, civil wars, was about whites. We living our rights. We fight, we really fight. If it's all up, then why did I ask for a war? If it's all up, then why isn't it love you're asking for? If it's all up, then why aren't you practicing it more and more? If it's all up, then we're asking you I like it more and more. Kings and queens hit it with the wing. FBA, kings and queens got the glow, 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 glow. We're glowing. When we walk and talk, it's a bright glow. When we enter the room, it's like a boom with a bright glow. It's whoa, a full moon shine glow like a lightning show. Glow, 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 glow. Kings and queens in my kings and queens got the glow, 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 glow. We're glowing. When we walk and talk, it's a bright glow. When we enter the room, it's like a boom with a bright glow. Full moon shine glow like a lightning show. Glow, 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 glow. Queen, 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 queen. Kings and queens, they left the queen, 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 queen. FBA, kings and queens got the glow, 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 glow. We're glowing. When we walk and talk, it's a bright glow. When we enter the room, and it's like a boom with a bright glow. It's whoa, a full moon shine glow like a lightning show. Glow, glow. Y'all like the way we go, right there, right there. Never disrespect the lineage. I swear we can really be a worst nightmare, nightmare, night. Say our name, say our name, say our name, and we're right there, 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 right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there, right there, there. Never disrespect the lineage. I swear we can really be a worst nightmare, nightmare, night. Say our name, say our name, say our name, and we're right there, 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 right there. Y'all like the way we go, right there, right there. Never disrespect the lineage. I swear we can really be a worst nightmare, nightmare, night. Say our name, say our name, say our name, and we're right there, right right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there. Never disrespect the lineage, I swear. We can really be your worst nightmare. Sound name, we're right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there. Never disrespect the lineage, I swear. We can really be your worst nightmare. Sound name, we're right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there. Never disrespect the lineage, I swear. We can really be your worst nightmare. Sound name, we're right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there. Never disrespect the lineage, I swear. We can really be your worst nightmare. Sound name, we're right there. Y'all like the way we glow, right there. Never disrespect the lineage, I swear. We can really be your worst nightmare. Sound name, we're right there. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like look-alike. They not like us, they don't like us. They not like us, they not like look-alike. They not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they don't like look-alike. They not like us, they don't like us. They don't like us, they don't like look-alike. They don't like us. We the original, number one, uno. We're not alike, you know. Y'all are like we made in the image, our likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, they tried it, they tried to sell it, they tried it. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like look-alike, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like look-alike. They don't like look-alikes. They not like us. They not like us. They don't like us. They don't like look-alikes. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They don't like look-alikes. They not like us. They don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like look-alikes. They not like us. We the original, number one on the road. We're not out like you know. Y'all are all liar, like we're made in the image and likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, it's right. Can't ever sell it, it's right. It's all about the lineage, baby. 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 Yeah. Now what y'all wanna be? activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for you. But don't knock us for being great, delineate. And now we're singing, hey, it's all about the lineage, baby. Yeah, baby. It's all about the lineage, baby. Yeah, it's all about the lineage, baby. Oh Lord, it's all about the lineage, baby. Can't nobody take our pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. We gotta keep on moving. They keep on moving the goalposts. Oh no, no. Broken alliance everywhere. Broken arrows in every spirit. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne, we built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. 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 Now what y'all wanna be? FBA, ADOF, Freeman, Indigenous. We got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for you. But don't knock us for being great, delete it. Now we're seeing, hey, yeah. Can't nobody take a pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. We gotta keep on moving. We keep on moving the goals. Oh no. Broken alliance everywhere. Broken arrows in every spear. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne. We built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. 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 We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. And we built this country together, standing strong and fearless forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now, and if this world runs out of feathers, we'll still fight together. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. We built this country, yeah. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country, yeah. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country, yeah. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country, yeah. We built this country on strength and soul. And we built this country together, standing strong and on business forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now, and if this world runs out of tethers, we'll still fight together. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. We built this country, yeah. We built this country, we built this country, yeah. We built this country, yeah. We built this country, we built this country, yeah. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. We built this country. We built this country on strength and soul. Bye-bye the Negro, bye the color, bye-bye African American, minorities and people of color. Don't cry, no, don't cry foul now. We're one with our lineage and one with each other. Bye-bye the Negro, bye the color, bye-bye the African American, minorities and people of color. Don't cry, no, don't cry foul now. We're one with our lineage and one with each other. Black represents the lineage, black represents experience, black power, black Panthers, black Wall Street, black man, black woman, black family, black banks, black millionaires, black history. Black represents the lineage, black represents experience, black power, black Panthers, black Wall Street, black man, black woman, black family, black banks, black millionaires, black history. Bye-bye the Negro, bye the color, bye-bye the African American, minorities and people of color. Don't cry now, don't cry foul now. We're one with our lineage and one with each other. Bye-bye the Negro, bye the color, bye-bye the African American, minorities and people of color. Don't cry now, don't cry foul now. We're one with our land and one with each other. Be represented, be represented. Body Negro, body color, bye the African American, minorities and people of color. Don't cry now, don't cry foul now. That we're one with our lineage and one with each other. Black represents a lineage.